Last time on Lawful Stupid. Today you find yourself kind of like near Grandma's cottage. Axel's outside.
I cast some spells and I didn't see any sort of being of pure magic.
Mac is at the back door because Balfour snuck in just a little bit.
Did you see anything inside?
No, just a corpse of a woman.
So all we have to do is locate this fairy.
I guess we gotta go talk to those kids.
And where would I find this laurel leaf?
Oh, in the garden.
Anyway, let's report this corpse.
Got a corpse there.
Well, not personally. We have stumbled upon one.
Thank you for reporting. We'll get right on it.
I don't sit real well about this whole fairy slave business. I kinda wanna go check the garden. I see you scribbling a lot. You think you could forge her signature?
You want me to do what? Disgrace! I just feel like we're getting a little distracted. And aren't we like on a sacred mission from our friend Oishin?
Alright, let's go. I head back to Oshin's. If I were to come in contact with the deed of a fairy, how would one free said fairy?
You have the paper. Where is the fairy?
Max shrugs.
Balfour shrugs.
Alright, let's go to the garden and we'll find the fairy and then he'll become the general of our new resistance.
Are you gonna like bippity boppity boo us to this emerald forest?
Gestures to Axel.
You took my magic, fool!
That's still not enough to bibbity bop us over there. We just head east.
You're coming?
Nods.
Mac leads the charge to the garden.
Doesn't take too long before there's a little fairy kind of trying to hide up in a tree.
Mac approaches. Laurel Leaf, I want you to be free.
What does freedom even mean?
If you just come with me back to Mayweather's house, we'll get all the paperwork sorted out. We do have some questions about a dead body.
She's not dead, she's sleeping.
Oh, sweet summer child. I take Laurel Leaf in. All right, Oshin, I just need you to magic these two things up.
If you magic the deed to this house, to Laurel Leaf, we'll all high-five each other and then we'll go on to continue our adventure and the people will come here and they'll say, "You can't own property, you're a fairy!" And then they'll put him back into servitude. So clearly the thing to do instead is...
Laurel Leaf seems a little bewildered and confused. Oishin will kind of be like, start looking at the paper and like working on it.
Mac, you go show Laurel Leaf the garden. The last thing he hears is he walks the door. Balfour, grab her legs.
There's a dead lady, and a couple characters chilling out there in that situation, as well as Mac and Laurel Leaf in the garden of the dead lady's house. What's up, guys? What are we doing?
We're moving a body.
Okay.
Are we? Hold on, because let's talk about it in character for a second.
All right, okay. Balfour, grab her legs.
But didn't we just tell the authorities that this body was here? They're going to come looking for a body.
That's where we're taking the body. Because we don't want Laurel Leaf to know that their mistress is dead because they have no concept of death. So we sneak the cold dead body out. We take it over to the authorities. Laurel Leaf doesn't have to see it and stare death in the face.
I thought we were illegally hiding and burying this body to the benefit of Laurel Leaf, but it seems now you are a law-abiding citizen and intend to do what I thought would be right.
Yes, we're just trying to do it in such a way that the little one is not scarred for eternity.
I appreciate this very much from you.
Yes, so grab her feet.
And I will. I can actually just take... I think like what happens is I take most of the body and you're really just carrying the head, but not even so much so.
I actually
like
have walked several paces ahead of you now. I'm not even pretending.
And I don't do my best. I'm like really into making sure that Laurel Leaf does not see this woman's body in any way. Like even the feet hanging.
At the front door, there's a knock.
As I'm holding the body, Abon, are you serious?
As you're holding the body, yeah.
I'll answer it. Hello. I just open the door. Hello.
You'll see the dwarven woman, Caesar, standing there. You lot again.
We were just on our way to see you.
Any reason why you're in the house?
Well,
I don't know. Am I a liar? I'm not a liar. I can't. No, you go ahead. You say your thing. I have to wait. I can't do this. Yeah, it'd be like.
like we said, we were going to track down Laurel Leaf to try to see what may have happened here, to see if what the state of things were. And it turns out that the fairy has no concept of death or mortality. So we're really just trying to protect the innocence of one fairy right now. And we thought we would, that she has no loved ones. We asked the local riffraff, the local children, amateur dirt players, truly a lot of room to improve on the dirt field. But yes, they told us she had no loved ones, so probably no one would be here to take care of the body, so we figured we would bring her to you, thus preserving the innocence of the small fairy.
There's a slow nod, and she'll go and get her notepad out, start scribbling things. Alright. Well, we could have just gotten a few other folk to come over and move the body. It still does not explain why you all are in her house. Do you know her somehow?
Well, I feel like we're pretty connected now, based on just like us finding her, and I feel like a little bit of response. Because, like I said, I asked the local riffraff. She has no loved ones. No one loved her alive. So, who else?
Well, then the search would be go through her things and see if there's any next to kin none of us were aware about. She did stay in the house by herself sometime.
I did kind of take the authority of the children as absolute. I'm going to be honest, that was not the greatest move. But
they were children, that is correct.
Yes, but if you can't serve any sort of tricks on the dirt field, you can't serve any sort of tricks in real life. I thought they would be very honest and trustworthy. I'm really just trying to make sure that this fairy doesn't have to learn. Here's the thing. If you want to go back there and tell the fairy that life ends, that one day you have to just go into the abyss and it will be like all the years that happened before you were born. If you want to go tell the fairy that, then by all means. If not, grab her legs.
I put my trunk on Axel. He's getting very, like, I can sense him.
If not, grab her legs.
And Mac, hearing the commotion, approaches behind with Laurel Leaf. Is everything okay here?
Came to check upon the body.
I step in front of Balfour.
But I can certainly... It is my job.
Yeah, I see you've met my strange compatriots. Let me just sort all this out for you. Make your day a lot easier, Caesar. Caesar, are you the sheriff here, the counselor?
Sheriff.
Sheriff, excellent. Nice to meet you. Listen, we didn't really talk before. As you can see in emotions towards his like armor on his face, I am a silver torch. So I too protect people, and we come along here and while I didn't know Miss Mayweather, I now possess her home and her property, and it's all very official. And he pulls out the deeds. We're just trying to do what's right by Miss Laurel Leaf here, or Mr. Laurel Leaf here, and your town. I assure you, that's the goal here.
She'll take the paperwork to inspect it.
Oh yeah, Mac hands it over, very casually.
She'll look it over, turn it, read it all. Huh. I didn't realize she sold the house. Then she'll hand it back.
And he said, sight unseen, really. I come from the north, so it kind of investor situation. Needed somewhere to get out of the cold.
Well, that does make sense. So far from the mountains, Warden, out this direction.
Yes. Been doing it a long time. How long have you been sheriff here?
A while.
What's a while? Because, like, I have different lifespan than you. Like, a decade is a long time to me. Kind of a drop in the bucket for you, right?
That's also true. About 50 years.
Wow, impressive. And the town seems pretty safe. The local children seem pretty happy other than the whole ghost thing. But kids will be kids.
Shit, dirt players.
Not here.
Excuse my grandpa-like friend here.
Could I perhaps perform the rituals of the echoes while you discuss property?
Maybe we should just let the town handle their corpses the way they're supposed to. The sleeping, the long sleeping, as it were. Laura Leaf, do me a favor, go check on that garden for me, please, and thank you.
Laura Leaf will go and check out on the garden.
Perfect. Thank you. Excellent. Yeah, we don't want to ruin her innocence, truthfully. And honestly, if as far as sort of slaves go, we don't want to spoil her good mood, as it were. And he's like doing this in hushed whispers for sure.
His.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. She'll look over. Like, well, it is your property.
Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. I can have the talk with Laura Leaf if you wish that to happen. Looks at
like about dead bodies? No.
To explain life and death. It is part of my job.
Oh, let's not do that.
Wait, what?
That's fine.
That's part of your job?
No, I appreciate that. Very kind of you.
People die and soldiers have been on the roads here and there. It's not uncommon to have to talk about it, especially to folk.
I'm a warden. I'm very familiar. I'll take care of that. Thank you, though. It's very kind of you.
They're dragons. There's a war. Wounded soldiers. It's frankly 19 years of not knowing what death is astonishing. And it's really what with the links that I'm going to right now are because that's pretty remarkable.
Yeah, innocence is key here. Imagine the garden innocence can grow, right?
Sounds like Miss Anamara kept her little fairy sheltered.
Yeah. Some people say tomato, the other people say slavery.
Just a slow nod. And look over to Balfour. You said you were part of the Echoes?
That is correct.
It would be appreciated. I'll have to get a few others from the council hall. She didn't have many others, so it would be nice to send her off with some gratitude and hospitality.
It would be my honor.
Yeah.
So she'll go write some notes and paperwork and things.
I assume my paperwork comes back into my possession?
Oh, it will come back into your possession. It looks like she writes down like some of the fancy numbers that are on the side on her little notebook.
Sure.
She'll be like, make sure to file that with City Hall, just so they understand.
Of course. That's that ends.
Otherwise, I think that will be all. We'll go get some people to help with the dead body, and we should be good. She'll close her notebook, put it away.
Perfect. Wonderful.
And she'll wish you goodbye, not at all awkward, and walk away. She'll be back later, though.
So, just like what exactly are we doing with the body that Balfour's holding right now?
Oh, you guys gotta take that in town so you can do the echo thing. You're not doing that shit here.
Yeah, she is going to go get people to come back so they can get the body and take care of all the dead things.
While that's happening,
I just didn't know, like, are we setting her gently down on the door outside the front door and they're going to come get her? Like a package? Or, like, are we, like, taking... I don't know what the moves are.
That's on you guys.
So, real quick.
How much
hold on.
a body?
Listen, while you're waiting on the corpse people, I'm gonna go register this paperwork. It seems like something I need to do. Like it's almost like a welcome packet I don't want to forget. So I'm gonna go into town real quick. Mm-hmm. And Mac's gonna go into town.
All right. Doodly doot all over the place. Matt goes into town to take care of paperwork.
Doodly doot.
And you guys wait for the people to come in and pick up the bodies. I guess I'll start with you two first. They'll come in and kind of like look at you guys and like, would you like us to go get her? And they'll have like a little coffin casket thing.
Coffin basket casket. Put that
Sorry,
in your notes. That is the official business name for this company.
It's a mason jar, everybody. It's a mason jar.
It's a mason jar.
Normal standard
Create or
size.
destroy water and get her in a mason jar.
I mean, I'll let them do that, but I think we should. Whoever's out in the garden needs to really focus on turning. Do fairies really not know what death is? I don't know if
Not
we
this
asked
one.
that.
This one's very sheltered.
This one's specific. Okay.
I believe that the lady whose name I forget who lives here,
Miss Mayweather.
Miss Mayweather. She was a bit of a shut-in. She hasn't really gone anywhere, and I think she kept this very, very sheltered.
Yeah, and I'll continue to do that.
I think maybe you want to tackle keeping the fairy busy and happy, and I will. I'm gonna write a letter to Wilf with a copy of my fairy emancipation proclamation to
get it out
he's got
there.
that printing press, so he can start getting those distributed really quick. Rise up against your fairy oppressors, something like that. And I'll give that to Titania. She'll go.
She'll go like the wind. Several days travel. All right.
It's gonna be a while.
It's gonna be a while.
She just takes it to the nearest post office. I give her appropriate postage.
All right. Cool beans. Devin, they'll talk with Balfour about all the things and the ceremony and whatever you need for that. You don't have to go into the specifics.
Do you know what? Somehow in the episode later on, bring it back around, and I'll do a prayer for it. ChatGPT is going to help me. It's very fantasy related.
Mac, you got to take care of paperwork. It's kind of like a long but not long process, right? You're the only one there, but you have to like sign things in triplicate.
Sure.
But then the house seems to be legitly yours after a couple hours.
Yeah, perfect. Mac does want to make a very good point here while he's at the booster's office or whatever you want to call it. What? Excuse me. I would like to settle up my taxes for like the next. What would my taxes for the next year be on this here residence?
40 million.
Oh my god, Dwayne, you need me to come up with how taxes work in this world?
Listen. How about the DM
don't exist?
How about the DM just tells me amount of gold that I can put down to not have to worry about my home being foreclosed on in the next 3 to 4 years?
Sure, if someone else pays taxes on it while we're not around, then it's legally theirs.
First of all, Laurel Leaf has squatters' rights.
That's true.
Back taxes. Just burn this village down, then.
I'm saying if we pay the taxes because she hasn't, it's ours legally.
That's how taxes work in this world and every other.
Give me a second.
That's why I appreciate the Fae.
I'm like
get
thinking of all the things to protect this fairy, and Avon's like, quit it. Listen,
I know.
I'm saving
100%.
this fairy.
I was like, Dwayne is like, excuse me, teacher, you forgot to give homework.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to get it caught up later and her be like, you didn't turn your
you're
homework
right.
in.
If Avon had thought about this 3 months from now and was like, ha ha ha, you would have been bummed.
All right,
Yep.
for this size home in this kind of town, considering it's no farmland because that's been sold off,
Sure.
it'll be 5G per year.
Oh, yeah. He puts down 15 gold. No problem. Says, perfect. I'll consider that settled. Great. And then he walks up back very happy.
Oh, wait, no, Dwayne, really quick. You gave her 15 gold, but on a year-to-year basis, the property evaluator is going to come out, and they're going to determine the value of the property, and that's going to impact your taxes. So she could get you later and be like, no, you didn't pay enough.
No, we're
they
filing
already
homestead,
prorated
so
us.
it freezes it now for the remaining year.
exactly.
Yes,
Yeah.
until someone else
Yeah, we're
purchases
good.
it.
Now, I'm glad we caught. Hey, glad we caught.
I've never
next
had
3
more
years.
fun on a podcast.
All right. Matt goes back.
Yeah, and you're all there, back at the house. Devin, they asked you about all the things, and they said they could be ready by noon, if that's all right with your schedule.
Like high noon or low
High
noon?
noon, yeah.
Okay, perfect. That's when it's
Hey.
best.
Avon, can I do a quick history check to figure out, like, I don't know, who is the predominant, like, fairy abolitionist in this world? Like, is there a noble person that I know of who's like, seriously, fairies should be free?
Part of me wants to roll history, but like also just known in the world. Like anybody who tries that shit often gets quieted very quickly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe there's like somebody who's like a little above, like a noble person above by
Like
the
on
law,
the
a little
DL
bit,
there.
who might have the freedom to speak openly, or does no such man exist?
No such man exists to your knowledge.
It's us.
We could
That's
be the
us,
first.
baby!
We could be the first. That's it. So you're saying we're trendsetters, trailblazers?
We're
love it.
fabulationists now, so we are.
Okay.
Okay.
I saw you take that from chat.
That's me. I wrote it, so I can say it.
Oh, okay. That's fair.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Yeah, you win. Oh, all right. So Lord Leaf here, I gave you some gold. Taxes have been paid. Remember, this is my house, but I'm away on business. But we have other things to do. It turns out. So we'll see you soon.
How much does a fairy cost?
Depends on the fairy and their purpose and their size.
Give me a what's
How much
the
would Laurel
average?
Leaf cost?
How much does Laurel Leaf cost?
For an adept 19-year-old, fairly sheltered one as he is, I mean, he's somewhere between like 50 and 100 gold.
What are his
Oh.
teeth like? Does he have good teeth?
He seems
Oh my
decent
God.
teeth, yeah.
From good stock. Or do fairies have like sharp teeth or regular teeth?
Have you ever looked in a fairy's mouth?
That's what I'm doing right now. Balfour is interested. When I was out there, I was like, here's what my teeth look like.
Show me yours.
Show me yours.
They look like normal teeth.
Okay, boring. All right, got it.
Boring ass regular ass teeth on the south ass door. Can't. Yeah, fair enough. I can't. I don't have that much money. If we get a bunch of money, we can buy a bunch of fairies, and then we. That's how we start our resistance.
Yep, absolutely. I'm in. All right, Balfour, lead the
Hey,
way.
real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, gang. Just Avon, do me a favor. Don't answer this question. What does Oishin want us to do in the trees, in the emerald trees?
We're supposed to go find these Go ahead.
Three. Well, there's items like I don't know if they're all in the forest, but I know there's one in the forest.
Yeah,
At least
we're
one.
supposed to be going to getting artifacts/items from this emerald. It's a coin at the fountain, a ribbon of power, and a pocket watch.
And those allow Oishin to get his powers back or something?
Supposedly, it's supposed to juice him up. Kind of like
cool.
steroids for him.
Yeah, nice. Awesome.
Them.
Awesome. That's a reminder for me and nobody else Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. All right, Balfour, if you'll just lead the way.
All right. And I do.
Perfect. And Mac follows.
Yeah.
We're heading east, I'm told.
Eastbound and down, I'm loaded up and trucking.
Trucking.
At some point, a little past noon.
Oh no, I forgot the ritual. Didn't show up.
I assumed you did it because I felt like it was just one of those things that you would have done.
We left afternoon, after high noon.
Yeah. I also assumed we didn't leave until after, yeah.
Yeah, some point after in the noon, as you guys are leaving town, in like the distance behind you, you hear, "Hey, wait!
Yes?
My friend!"
Yes?
And you turn around to look at it, and it's a little tiny fairy in a little, kind of like, not quite potato sack outfit, but kind of like cottony outfit. Very simple.
Hello.
Bright blue eyes.
Is it me?
Could be me. Looks like me.
Would you not recognize me?
Me? Oh, question. Oh, that's what I thought. Like, what I would know if she would have said it's me, but
Well, to be fair, anybody could have ran up and said it's me.
hey, it's
Pretty
me.
standard thing. Hey, it's me.
Yes, how can we help you, little one?
Oh, my friend. And she'll point at Balfour.
Balfour?
It's me. And I'll put
I'm
my
very
hand
tired. Yeah, she'll go fly up on, sit in your hand.
out. You
I
got
kinda
my
like-
letter,
I did, and I left as soon
And-
as I got it.
and you're all better.
I'm very tired, but yes, I'm very better.
Look, everyone, me is better, and now she is with us.
Well, and listen, I thought about that just now. And Max sits down. I think you should take her back to the house.
Me?
Oh, and Ocean, can you just draw up some paperwork?
Why do we need paperwork?
You know, do your thing. Because everyone has to have a deed. This place is terrible.
Not if me comes with us.
So we have to have ownership paperwork. But do you really want a fairy on this dangerous mission that we're going on?
She came all this way by herself. Me, what do you want to do?
That's fair.
I want to be with my friend.
Okay.
Is that okay? Did you not want me?
You are always welcome, me.
I kind of thought maybe you could stay behind and start practicing with a spear.
Ah, me. My friends here have come up with a very good idea, and the things that you could do would be valuable to the rest of your kind, and freeing them from the shackles of bondage that they suffer from. Wouldn't you like it if all of your kin were like you, and could go where they wanted when they wanted?
She'll kind of like start shivering in your hand. Like that sounds like a lot, and I'm very small.
Yes, but have you ever eaten pie? We do it with very small pieces, and eventually it is all gone. But it was once a big pie.
I think I had pie once, but I don't know if it was very good.
I will bring you a pie.
Oishid will look at the lot of you and just shake his head. I cannot create another one again today.
No, that is fine. I will find one and bring it back. You certainly have a dessert. There's a dessert that you like. Or perhaps you have been neglected of dessert.
Wait. Did Oishin say I can't forge another document today, and Devin
Or
said,
create a
"Wait,
pie."
don't worry, you don't have to make a pie. I'll figure it out."
Yeah.
I kind of assumed pie after,
That's what I thought too,
Devin
yeah.
kept talking.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Yeah, he looks at Balfour a little confused and just kind of like nods going along with
Bro,
it.
I understood pie. Like, I can't do it again. I was like, I don't know when you did it, but I don't need another pie from you, bud.
He knows the paperwork, but he'll just kind of
He's
like
been back here
nod, like
magicking pies all day. He's, I'm out of slots.
I'm out of slots.
I can't cast ninth level pie, Mancy.
Yeah, I think that this new direction is an honorable way to go, and I kind of think if she can have company with Laurel Leaf, I would like to persuade her in that it might be better for her to stay.
No,
Yeah.
she can be the mascot of the revolution. She can be like Rosie the Riveter.
But
a
that's-
tiny
if she's
fairy that
saying-
comes around with us.
convince her to go back to the house.
you have a lot of
I'm saying she can
confidence in
come with us.
NPCs learning things, but all right.
Well,
What do
they'll at least
roll your
be
persuasion
safer.
Okay.
Hey,
It's y'all's
It's
decision.
21.
Axel, could you just draw up some paperwork here real quick? I know you're not. Listen, I'll sign it. You don't have to forge it. Just write up a contract, as it were.
Between which parties?
Me and the fairy. Or, no, Balfour and the fairy. Balfour owns this one. Balfour and me.
I don't own anyone.
Sounds a lot like forgery, what you're saying.
No, because Balfour owns me. We're proving it on paper.
Why does Balfour own you?
I don't own you either. Who's on first?
Mac leans against a tree. You guys figure it out.
I don't think the paperwork is necessary. I don't think anyone's going to honor scraps of paper after the revolution. In fact, I think that probably all bureaucracy will end.
After the revolution. That's the name of this episode.
Oh my god.
All right, well, you make a good point. Well,
I
we
got
should
a
get
21.
going.
She'll look at you. She'll look at her little hands.
She can totally say if her desire is more than my role, Avon, you make it happen.
And she'll like, I don't know how to do any of that. That's not. I would put stuff on shelves.
Do
And-
you know about the Emerald Forest? That is our destination.
I hear it is a dangerous place. But
Would you rather go to the forest or stay at the house?
I would like to be with you. But if you would like me to stay at the house, I will stay.
I will do my best to protect me. However, if I am failed, you may not live as well. Are you prepared for that?
I'll be with my friend. And that is okay. Little tiny nod.
Then it is settled. Me is with me.
All right, so
She'll kind of giggle. Okay.
I think she hangs out on a tusk. Forget shoulders and all those things. It's right out front. It's right there. Like lays.
Get
and
like
the
a
little-
fancy little carpet that's like
That
go on
goes
there with the little
between them.
dangles.
I would
Yeah,
say a
yeah.
hammock.
Yes.
A hammock that goes between the two
Yes.
tents.
Yeah, sure. Then you guys will go on your way. Eventually, you make it out of town, and this travel. Avon forgot how many days it's going to take.
Been there,
by
girl.
47 days.
Forever. So you leave town, right, and head eastward, and there seems to be a road out here. It's not as nice and upkept as like the cobblestone-ish roads in the town, but this one's more like a dirt road kind of vibe with grasses kind of keeping some of it up place. And you'll go several hours, and it seems more like a lot of farm fields. So a few houses speckled here and there, but definitely not city vibes. Probably just the road the farmers use to get from their land to the city to dispose of their product. Sell their product, not dispose.
Depends on your business, I suppose.
A little backwards.
Yeah. During this travel, it's there's a freshness in the air, right? Like it's the end of the biting of winter and the beginning of spring. It's not quite that wet and humid and gross, but it's a lot of new growth, and it's kind of just pleasant to be around. There are not too many flowers poking out. It's not too floral scented at the moment, but you can see peaks of colors trying to like poke through the buds, and it's wild in colors, right? The grasses are anywhere from green to teal to bright ass pink and purple. It's same with the flowers, same vibes. The world is crazy in kind of color. There's a few bees that kind of like go in and out, some of them going around you, not really caring about what you're doing, and you'll see them buzzing from about, like I said, the size of your finger, about thumbnail size, to the size of a cat. The cats seem like the cat-sized ones. They kind of look kitty cat-like, right? But they don't seem to like want to interact with you. They're like busy working, right? They don't seem dangerous. And this is very normal in the world. You've seen bugs of all sorts of different sizes. Oishin, during your travels, he'll tell you it'll take maybe about 6 to 7 days to get to where you're going. But the road should be the easiest of travels.
All right.
Say me.
Huh?
Me. Let's pretend for a moment, hypothetically, that I wanted to capture you to enslave you.
Oh, okay.
All right, so fairy, you're going to stock my shelves quite well. Come here, fairy, I'm going to get you. And I reach out my arms in front of me.
She'll just kind of like go over to you.
No, and I will don't. That's a trap.
Okay, see, that's very straight. So, I guess my question is, if I were you, I would fly 10 feet above my head, and then I would be, I want to get you, fair, but you would be up there.
But then I would get in trouble, and they can throw a rock. Or a cabbage.
Or a cabbage.
You're throwing cabbages?
Sometimes tomato.
Delicious.
Sometimes a cup.
Seems wasteful.
Not delicious, yeah.
I don't know, I was just thinking about it. I was like, how are we going to help fairies evade capture? I was like, if only they could go 10 feet up into the air.
I have a new idea. Mac, now, while traveling, every night before, like, bedtime, Mac is going to take time to train me in combat. Because he's a warden, and he's very fucking skilled in martial arts. I don't care how long it takes. I'm training this me in martial arts.
Okay, cool. So trying to figure out the DC. I guess it'll start off easy and then get harder as things change, right? I would like you to roll intelligence for teaching. And then me will make a roll of intelligence for learning. Unless you want to argue a particular skill, like it's dexterity or whatever.
I would love to argue dexterity for a host of reasons, mostly my ability score. But I would argue wisdom, truthfully, because like it's not necessarily about him trying to teach her as much as impart his wisdom upon her.
I see it. Yeah,
right, cool.
We can work with wisdom. You'll do wisdom rolls, and if it seems more appropriate for else things, she'll do one character player. So if it's Mac one night and Balfour another night and Axel another night, then it's just one person per night for
I don't think
whatever
Axel's
skill.
going to be teaching her martial arts.
It could be something int-based. I don't know.
Okay, that's
But
fair.
Yes,
like-
I think it's more. I used my great intellect to determine that she would make a better scout than a fighter.
Yeah, I'm still teaching her self-defense.
I'm teaching her, also teaching her the mountain peak stances.
Yeah, it's boulder counter.
Yes.
This is great. We are making a fairy soldier. This is great. All right.
I mean, like I said, you guys can do anything in the world, and we just put some rules in place for them to learn whatever things, and some NPCs can be more influenced than others.
The question is, how many months of training does it take you to give her the heart of a killer?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
The mind
I think
of a
we'll just
tiger.
murder something to figure that out.
Okay.
And
deflection.
since we're only doing the 2 episodes today, I'll come up with a system for what it looks like for NPCs learning things based on their characters and give it to you guys later and explain it then. But today, one roll will not teach her everything.
Dang. Okay, but I rolled a 12 for wisdom.
Okay. And she's got a 10 for learning.
Perfect.
Is-
I also want to break an arrowhead.
Mhm.
And over time, fashion that arrowhead into a tiny little weapon for me.
Like a little tiny dagger.
Yes, exactly.
That's fucking cute.
Fucking
I'll
closer,
I'll
tiny
shave off a piece of
dagger.
my tusk that's just tied to the very end. And it has like another curved like weapon she can use. Actually, I'm going to take that curve and I'm going to put a piece of hair on it really tight. Now she has a bow and arrow.
And I'm going to make
she has
her
a
a
bow.
scroll of magic missile.
No, and it's not tiny. It's big. So she unravels it and has to read it. Yes.
Then she can fucking murder people.
Yeah. So this first night, it's definitely difficult, right? She's not equipped for it at all. She's a little tiny fairy, very much not used to having to fight or be even proficient in stances or holding things properly.
Yeah, don't you worry. Once we get you a little bit of training, we'll catch a squirrel or something and have you spar off with it. But that's further down the road.
Okay.
One fairy and one squirrel enter. Only one leaves.
Dinner.
I do hear squirrels are tasty.
And fierce.
They are. Perfect. Well, thanks for your time.
Thank you for teaching me. And she'll like put her hands on her chest, kind of like a little proud.
I think Mac not really understanding like what to do with the size difference, just kind of gives like knuckles, like fist bump. Yeah. So you take your knuckles and tap them to mine, and it's like a good job, champ kind of thing.
She's a little confused, but she'll turn her hand backwards, kind of like this. And just
No, you make a
do-
fist like when we were fighting, and you just little tap, kind of like we're softly punching each other's fists.
She'll make the fist, definitely not holding it quite right, but then
That's
she'll
okay.
like
Ding.
little
Yeah,
tiny
good
tap.
job. Yeah, good job.
Okay. That doesn't hurt.
No, not at all. You're fearsome for sure, but we gotta. This is just more of a like, hey, we did a good job. Yeah, we're good.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome.
And you guys rest for the evening. See, travel is going to be fun and fast and a great time. Someone roll me a D100 for your luck on travel. for this little bit of stretch.
Not it. I've had 2 natural 20s already. The fates have already fucked me. I don't want to do it.
I rolled an 86 last time. I'll do it.
Well,
Here we
you
go.
want to roll low.
Oh, is that the thing? Why do we want to roll low?
Yeah, because that's how her system
Avon
is.
says D100s roll low
Yeah,
or good.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Well, Shane, then you do it because I rolled high twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll low for good luck.
Roll
and
low.
rolling
I did it.
high.
It's a 29.
pretty low.
29. Yeah, very nice. Then you guys sleep for the night and you do your watches. It's fairly easy and simple. It's a road. Not many people use it. Not really anywhere to stay. It's farmland, right? So it's easy to set up shop. And the next day, you guys go out and travel. An easy walk, right? Oishi seems to be like keeping up for the most part, right? Leaning on his staff. And just happily chatting about whatever you guys wish to chat about.
Let's say my dream catcher. Is it giving him like?
You don't
'cause
have it. Oh,
half the
wait.
time. I know he has it, so he should be.
Yeah, he seems to be resting
helping?
well. It's helping, right? But he's not like a full 100%, right?
Sure.
More like
Right.
a light cold vibes, right? And you're still kind of like working through it. It's not great, but like he's not actively dying.
Well, good. And Dwayne, okay.
Oh, we can disregard. I answered my own question in my head, so it's fine.
Oh, okay. Travel seems to be light and nice. You guys rest for the night. Again, easy on the road. And then
Who's training me tonight? That's what I want to know. All
I'll
right,
take
cool.
second shift.
what are you training her in? The rock poses, right?
Yeah, so there's several different stances, and the first one is the stone guard technique.
Okay.
Defensive maneuver that involves intercepting incoming strikes with precise movements, akin to the unyielding nature of mountain stones.
She's very tiny, but all right, let's
So
go.
very defensive style to tag on to what Mac is trying to teach.
So that would be either wisdom or it would be wisdom to teach it, and then her intelligence to learn it.
Okay.
You leave acorns
That
out of
is
this.
a 15.
That is a 3 for me.
Oof.
It's not as easy for her to learn. It's trying to be very like tough and
Okay. Yeah.
bulky kind of thing. She tries, right? But it's not easy. She probably doesn't have enough core strength for it at the moment.
Unfortunate.
I will try harder tomorrow.
Yes, this is a technique that takes a very long time to master.
It will happen. Because we have time. Before the revolution? She asks, looking over to Axel to make sure that's correct.
Very little, but yes.
Okay.
He is excitable, I'm finding. Very excitable. Loyal. Intelligent, but excitable. But also, yes, after the revolution.
Very nice. Again, your evening tends to go very well. Your luck roll has proved not too many troubles on the road for the next few days. Again, you guys set off in the morning, traveling on this road. It's starting to get a little less and less farmhouses. However, off in the distance, you can hear like loud buzzing noises. And I believe it is Mac that hears it first before the other two, your ears turning and swiveling with your passive.
Yep.
Ahead of you, there's several screaming, running away sounds, but kind of like in a, you can tell from like left to right as it's happening.
Mac motions to the group and says, there's trouble afoot. And he's just going to start running. Not like sprinting, just good run. Head that direction.
I'll follow.
I'll say, time to put your learning into practice.
I told you we had very little time before the revolution began.
It has begun!
And you guys run, right? And up ahead, maybe 100 or so feet, you see a small child, a man, and another man holding another child's hand as they're running, and kind of like, definitely the kids are screaming, and when the little child's getting dragged across the road, and behind them seems to be quite a swarm of like bees, various cat-sized ones, some smaller ones mixed in, and the buzzing becomes intense as you guys kind of get closer, and they're booking it. You're terrified.
Axel, you think you can do something about that swarm? As I'm rushing there, pulling, I guess, my blades out. I'm about to chop up some bees. Weird.
Does anyone have any sweets to throw into the distance?
I don't know. Fire?
Have we passed any water in the way? Can I? Are we near water at all?
No, not really. It's kind of like small creeks, but nothing.
You got a water skin.
Recently. Yeah.
It's not going to do it. Drown all the bees in this water skin.
Oh, no.
Fair enough. And these bees seem to be chasing these people.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'll
with that,
fuck up some bees.
we'll need to end the episode and roll initiative next time.
Time to fuck up some bees, man. Hey, what are you doing?
I'm sorry.
Right.
Sometimes
That's all right.
things are
Bees.
happening.
That's okay,
We do
but
need
Planet
don't
is
bees.
worry.
dying.
This is actually perfect experience for me. I think this is great.
Experience points.
Exactly. We're gonna power level her.
Excellent.
We're gonna
All
farm
right,
bees
Shainsaw.
for the nenext 30 days. Hey everybody! Is it May still?
It's still
Yes.
May, yes.
Hell yeah! I love when it's May, because that means we're rolling for Child's Play, and you've heard me talk about them. They're great. You love them. We love them. Hey, roll some friggin' dice. Don't make me ask you again. We rolled a 6.
Damn.
And if I gotta come ask you again, you're gonna be sorry. I'll give you something to cry about.
I'll roll a dice on your face. Hey, everybody. It's time for you to go to Patreon. And all that money that you didn't spend to give to kids who needed it, well, guess what? You get to spend it on us, kids who need it. Go to Patreon. $1 will get you all of the extra stuff that we put out when we do. When it is put out,
And
it's going to
Devin
be
puts
there.
out. Let me tell you.
Which door to... Never mind.
Oh, we know. We know where Devin
We
likes
know.
to put stuff. Exploding
Yeah,
potions
so-
only go in one place.
One poop shoot. $1 gets you everything you need. $5 is going to get you a chance to enter non-player NPCs into the worlds that are going on. Usually it's better to catch on the front end, obviously, but if you jump in, you're like, hey, I want to put my NPC, we're going to try our best to get that NPC to show up. $10 is the same thing, but with like a magical item that the DM cannot. We'll have somebody else use against us, but it'll go in. So if you want to go check out all the tiers, you can go to patreon.com/Lawful Stupid Podcast. And then I'll, as I always say, if you get the 40 or 50, you're allowed to sit in the live shows and listen to these episodes in real time.
Hell yeah. What about our hopes, stars, and wishes, boys?
Hope we make it.
I wish
The revolution was sooner.
for a successful revolution.
I thank you for leaving Avon an NPC, and Zebra said it in the chat. Like, we have one that's attached to us now, right? Like, it's now our job to be a family can be 3 dads and a fairy, and we're going to do
true.
that.
2 dads, a grandpa, and a fairy.
Yeah,
That's true.
Well, and another grandpa god thing.
Yeah, always there too.
Yeah. Oh, and as far as like real life stuff, so today on the way home, I got a flat tire, and it was in the one of 2 dead zones that I hit on the way home. But luckily, this dude pulled over, helped me not only because my stuff changed my tires in the truck with my wife, so I didn't have like a jack. He helped me get that up, and then the tire we put on.
Arms, though, baby.
Yeah, not so much anymore. That was in my youths. It's more like regular arms now. But he then took me. I hate when I lead you guys. He took me back to his house to air up the tire because it was flat too. Dadgummit. Dude, that was really swell. Helped me not pay the tow truck. Able to go. I did get 4 new tires. That did cost some things, but hey, I made it.
It might cost less if you stayed at that guy's house longer.
Maybe I should
Hey,
have taken
gas, grass, or ass?
Yeah,
Wait.
come on.
Grass. Maybe a mixture of the 3. I'm guessing now. Wait, I think so.
Oh my god. Well, I'm glad it turned out well.
You meet him. He's here now. I told him he could sit down.
You guys notice Devin's
lives
been
with us
shifting
now.
in his seat a lot, you know?
Yeah.
There's Perry. Same with Perry.
All right, my star is you guys as players for interacting with my world. I appreciate it. We got some weird stuff put in, but also like you guys picking up like with taxes. Don't give me that look. I didn't think
Send
about
the
that.
revolution.
Now I have
Do your
to.
research and nerd.
Yeah, you're gonna do revolution. You have grand plans.
There will be no taxes after the revolution.
No taxes after the. Yes, I'll be thankful as a DM.
Taxation is theft. Say all fairies.
The fairies will rule the world, truthfully. We're not here for balance, more just turn taking.
Yeah. But equality is not the goal.
Listen, we have a fairy god in our arsenal here. King of
Yeah, they're
fairies.
unstoppable. Anyway, I appreciate it. Thank you guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Like we always say,
We love you.
We love you.
we love you.
Boy.
Bye.
Hasta la vista.